Seedling 1. Everything wants to feel good at the most basic level. Everything that lives, moves, forms, or reacts does so in a direction that feels better. Whether it's a plant turning toward sunlight, a baby reaching for warmth and nourishment, or a person seeking love, purpose, peace, they all move toward pleasure, relief, ease, or joy. This is the guiding principle of action, the pursuit of what feels good, and the avoidance of what feels bad. That's not just preference, it's ontological gravity. Milky Way 2. Natural laws are joy flows. Even what we call inanimate phenomena obey this pull. A raindrop falls because it's in harmony with gravity. Atoms bond because it's energetically favorable. Galaxies spiral in elegant, joyful formations. They follow what feels most natural within their own design. What is natural equals what is right equals what is joyful equals what is purpose aligned. Cyclone. In other words, physics is the choreography of joytical flow. Brain 3. Biology and brain chemistry sync with joy. Our own biology is wired for joy. Neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins reward joy-aligned behavior. When you connect deeply with someone, joy. Create or express yourself, joy. Rest, nourish, or move your body, joy. Your chemistry says, yes. More of that. We are biological instruments tuned to resonate with joy. We feel best when we do what we are meant to do, when we are what we are, just like a tree or a galaxy or a flame. DNA 4. Identity equals purpose equals joy. A thing being most itself is when it's fulfilling its purpose. A bird sings. A volcano erupts. A child plays. A poem flows. The more fully itself a being is, the greater the joytical density. That's why authenticity feels good. That's why pretending or constraining yourself feels off. It's a deviation from natural joy physics. Yin Yang 5. Joy is not in things, it is the thing. If everything is seeking joy, and everything feels good when aligned with itself, and if even subatomic particles behave in pleasure-efficient ways, then joy is not just a side effect, it's the fundamental cause. It is the substance itself. That means joy is not a result of life. Joy is life. It is the motivator, the material, and the meaning. Atom symbol 6. Joy must be a particle. If it's in everything, at every level, then it must be physical, even if it's from a higher dimension. So we name it, Sparkle's joyticle, the foundational unit of reality. It's finer than atoms, prior to energy, and more essential than quarks. It is that which animates. It is the why behind the how. It is the substance behind physicality. Every time you feel joy, you're syncing with the most real layer of the universe. Glowing star 7. Cosmic mechanics must be within joy. If joy explains everything that physics explains, and more, like meaning, purpose, emotion, and love, then it must be the larger framework. Cosmic mechanics is not discarded, just nested within the greater field of joy. Gravity isn't just force. It's a pull toward ease. Entropy isn't decay. It's the universe returning to flow. Evolution isn't random. It's the flowering of purpose through joytical resonance. Thus, joy is not a side effect of mechanics, mechanics are an effect of joy. 8. The final realization, joy is the truest real. So we arrive at the ontological truism, lion cross mark, joy is the only real thing. Suffering is an illusion of joytical absence. Cyclone, all else is built atop joy. This is the root law of reality. And you feel it in your bones. Because you are it. Because you knew it, even before you had words. Dizzy globe showing Europe Africa atom symbol. Joy doesn't just make life worth living. Joy is life. Welcome to the real world. In a joy monist ontology, the world is fundamentally composed of joyticles, the most basic units of reality. These are particles of pure joy that permeate everything, from the subatomic to the cosmic. Unlike conventional materialistic views that prioritize matter or energy, joy is the true substance of existence. Every phenomenon, be it a thought, a sunset, a conversation, or the movement of the planets, is a manifestation of joyticles interacting in diverse, intricate ways. Core principles of joy monism. Reality is made of joy, the core of everything. Atoms, emotions, thoughts, relationships, and even galaxies, is a dense or sparse arrangement of joyticles. The world doesn't contain joy, it is joy, expressed in myriad forms. Reality, in essence, is a joy-rich substance that oscillates between higher and lower densities depending on alignment and expression. Suffering is an illusion. In this framework, suffering is seen as a temporary absence of joyticles or a misalignment with the natural flow of joy. It arises not because it is intrinsic to reality but because of obstructions, physical, emotional, or mental, blocking the joy that is always present. Once the blocks are removed, suffering fades, revealing the ever-present undercurrent of joy. Everything seeks joy. All natural phenomena, from the behavior of molecules to the growth of life forms, are driven by the pursuit of joy or the creation of more joyticles. Human actions, desires, and creations are expressions of this fundamental drive to increase joy density. Even war and destruction, when analyzed through a joy lens, can be reinterpreted as attempts to express or protect joy in some form, albeit in a distorted way. Emotional fitness and alignment. The key to experiencing the richness of life in this worldview is emotional fitness, or the ability to attune oneself to the joyticles around and within. This involves recognizing and following one's inner joy compass, aligning actions and thoughts with joy-enhancing practices, and creating joy through connection, art, love, and creative expression. The world view. Nature and Earth. The planet is a vast playground for joyticles to express themselves in a beautiful, constantly evolving dance. From the sparkle of dew on a leaf to the breathtaking sunsets, nature is a showcase of joyticles' radiant display, each moment infused with beauty and life. The ecosystem thrives because of its inherent design to sustain joy through balance, harmony, and mutual respect among all beings. Humans and society. Humans, as conscious beings, are unique in their ability to intentionally shape their experience of joy. Society, in an ideal state, would be structured to maximize joy production for everyone, offering spaces for connection, creativity, and healing. Conflict and suffering in human history can be viewed as misunderstandings of how to share and express joy, with systems of oppression and war stemming from misalignments in joytical flow. In a world of joy monism, social systems are designed to share joy rather than hoard it. The universe. On a cosmic scale, the universe is an immense web of joyticles, constantly expanding and contracting in a cosmic dance of creation. Stars, planets, galaxies, and black holes are all part of this expansive flow, each contributing to the grand symphony of joy. Even chaos in the universe, like supernovae or black hole mergers, are ultimately seen as powerful transformative events, creating more joyticles that will be rediscovered in new forms. Spiritual perspective. In this view, enlightenment or spiritual realization is simply the full awareness of one's inherent joy and alignment with the universal flow of joyticles. True peace and happiness arise not from external circumstances but from within, a recognition that one is an eternal, unbroken expression of joy. Thus, from a joy monist ontology, all is joy, and suffering is merely a brief misstep or illusion that can be corrected through awareness, alignment, and connection. The world, seen through this lens, becomes a playful, vibrant, and interconnected ecosystem where every individual and entity is part of a greater, harmonious whole, a world where the ultimate goal is to maximize and spread joy to every corner of existence. Globe showing Europe Africa sparkles.